Okay. I'm going to try and go live again. I'm going to end stream. I don't know if anybody's out there and can hear us, because the other day we had a little strangeness go on, but okay, just want to make sure nobody's popping up. Can we see each other? I think we're frozen. We're frozen like that.
Hopefully we're frozen.
Nope. It looks like we're on. Anybody's out there and can hear us, because the other day we had a little strangeness.
There she is. Click this.
Click the, no, don't exit. Minimize. There. I guess we're on.
Wahoo!
So, hello. Hi, Lottie Vandalay. It says that we're not on, but I guess we're on. So everything looks much better than what Restream is telling me.
Latte Vandalay.
So Lottie is in. Hello. I'm doing some sharing. Were you able to share? You need to share yours. Sorry, we're told we aren't on, so we want to make sure that everything is up and running. Lottie, we have you in. Anybody else isn't showing yet? Okay, done there, but you want to go here and hit share. It looks like 29 votes. We're doing well. How are you today, Lottie? How are you feeling today? We do have a question for you.
Lottie, have you ever heard of the 5 love languages? Specifically, this would be my...
That's what he's referring to. What's it? You know the name of the book. Who's the author of it?
Chapman. Chapman is the author, and the 5 love languages is the name of the book. And it came out in the mid-90s, early 90s. What I want to know is what your love language is. There's 5 of them. You've never heard of this. She's thinking.
Yep. Oh, I have never read the book.
Well, let me tell you this. I'll give you some options. Words of affirmation, which means if somebody compliments you, you feel loved. You have heard of it. Okay.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
And quality time is if someone's willing to spend time with you, you feel loved. Or if someone gives you a gift, you feel loved. Or if someone does something for you, acts of service. And physical touch. Just wonder if any of those ring a bell with you in terms of if you experience those, which make you feel the most loved kind of thing. I had my son read it when he was 16. He loved it. That was a long time ago. I always got something a lot out of it.
We're just going through everything, making sure. Oh, can there be more than one?
Yes, typically people have, of the 5, people usually have 2.5. So the trick is you figure out what your love languages are, and then you figure out what your partner's love languages are. And if you aren't in the same boat, then you've got to learn to express yourself toward their language and vice versa. That's how you connect. That's the point of the book. And we have Liz Blankenship coming in. Liz, have you ever heard of the 5 love languages?
Since you want a love reading, this is very important.
Oh, you?
Oh, like that.
Well, she
Lottie
likes all of them. Physical touch, spending time, making time,
That's
words
right.
of affirmation. So yeah, you got 3. That's about
3,
right.
Yeah. All ears. No, she isn't aware of it, but she's all ears. I love
Liz Blankenship.
Hey.
The author's Chapman. The book was written in the early 90s. And it's been prominent in my world, so I just assumed everybody else knew about it. But it has to do with the 5 areas that each of us have, that if the other person in our life touches those, that's when we feel loved, and vice versa. The trick is to find out what theirs are and what yours are, and that way you know how to connect the dots with each other. And she loves many things.
Yeah, Lottie does.
And Liz, so the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Neat little book. Not hard to read. It's not religious. It applies across the board. So I was wondering what makes you feel loved when somebody.
And Liz says, might be why I'm single.
Ooh.
But you have to know you first.
Yeah, you got to figure you out.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know you don't know what you're looking for, what you want, what you're trying to draw in. Yeah, well, that's a good point. Good point.
Definitely write down exactly what you want. I mean, be specific, because the universe likes it when you are specific. And
this book hit like wildfire in the 90s. It's been rewritten many times. This is an old copy, and I know it's been redone, and they have love languages for children, love languages for everything, but dig into it. You will learn a lot, and you'll be married next week.
my cat, her love language, physical touch and food.
Yeah.
She's joining the live right now. Hello. And what's the name of your cat, Lottie?
Cat is joining. That means she's walking on your keyboard.
Yeah.
That's what my cat does.
Or sitting in front watching what's going on. Depends if she's got it. Baby is her name.
Hello,
baby. Hello, Pamela Curson.
The what?
Pamela Curson is on. I said hello.
Oh, you get them over there. I don't see them here. Oh, there she is. There she is. There she is.
Hello, Miss Good Vibes. It's good to see you in too.
Miss Good Vibes. Oh, I can talk. Miss Good Vibes.
And Pamela.
Have you guys ever heard of the 5 love languages? That's what we're talking about today. You have questions along those lines. And lots of money is not a love language. That would be a gift. Maybe if somebody gave you money.
Yeah, I guess that would be the gift part.
The gifting. Yeah, gifting. You feel love if you're giving out gifts or receiving gifts. I'm not a gift-oriented person. To me, don't give me stuff that I don't need.
Right.
Gosh, nobody's read this book. We're going to have a love language session.
We will have to sometime. But let's go back to Lottie. Did you have any specific questions today? Besides answering our question, did you have a specific question? And after Lottie, that would be Liz. We know you want a love reading, Liz, so we'll definitely do that. And Pamela and Miss Good Vibes, if you have questions, please jot them down as well.
So who are we starting with?
We're going to start with Lottie, if she has a specific question. Or if Baby has a question, whoever. Does Baby need a companion? I'm getting a no immediately when I ask that question. No.
Well, let's see what we got.
I don't have a specific question.
Tuning in on Lottie. I'm being shown a vehicle. You got a car that's giving you trouble? And I'm getting a sense of it's a cold day where you are. I have no idea where you live, but I'm seeing a vehicle, and you're angry at the vehicle.
Well, something's been intense the last weeks for Lottie.
Yeah, there's frustration, anger, not to the point of striking out anger, but disappointment anger.
Yeah.
For Lottie.
Heaviness in the heart chakra. Kind of. She's showing us
her good side here.
Well, she has Baby with her, so. My car is making noise. Yep. And that's giving you a little bit more stress than what you already had, right?
Well, the noise is the car is trying to talk to you. I wouldn't wait for it to start screaming. Okay, so you know about it. Good.
Going to garage next week. Good.
But there's still apprehension. What's the apprehension about? you're worried it's going to cost more than you want it to cost.
I was going to say, if it costs $1, I'd be fine with that, but anything more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we get our trucks in the shop, I just don't even.
But think positive that it's not going to be as bad as you think it is. Baby is always with me for more than 6 years now. Oh, that's great.
It's fun when they
Yeah.
hang around like that. If I'm outside, my cat follows me around like a dog. He does not want to be in. And car's making a noise. What else do we want to let her know? Something she should know.
Are you irritated with someone with male energy? I won't say just a man.
Yeah.
Because I've got the heart chakras a little bit achy on the right side.
Something about she needs to be looking over her shoulder.
When she's driving or just all the time?
Just, it's a connection with somebody. Or you feel like you have to keep looking over your shoulder.
Yes. Try to focus on gratitude and appreciation. Because appreciation is the second next to love. Love, appreciation, joy, in that order.
But somebody you're not trusting. Maybe it's your mechanic. I don't know.
I think something about a marketing company.
Where's my going to
Companion?
this week?
I think it's company.
Oh. Company scammed me.
Oh, you saw that first.
What I'm hearing is, what did you learn from that? You didn't ask enough questions or something. So there's a gift in there. Whatever happened, look for the gift. What did you learn? What was the lesson? How are you different now than you were before? The company almost got me last week, and a neighbor saved me, to be real honest. So I know what you're talking about. Okay, ooh, that's a big one. Following your intuition, where she says she's following her intuition. Other people apparently urged her to take advantage of this situation, whatever it was, and it bit her in the tail end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always trust yourself.
That's a big one. That's huge. Okay. Then it was for naught. There's always a gift in everything if you can flip yourself around and look at that.
I always believe in silver lining to everything. You don't know what that silver lining is.
As you're gritting your teeth and grimacing.
Yeah, basically, but it's like, you got to deal with it. So.
Well, bless you. It sounds like you're on the upper end of what I always say, the positive thinking side of this. So I'm glad we addressed that.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
And everybody be careful out there because
the scamming is crazy.
Yeah, it's getting a lot worse than it ever was.
Weird texts, people telling you your order's been ordered and not coming correctly. Don't open those texts on your phone.
Yeah.
And on and on and on and on and on.
And it's hilarious because they said Amazon is going to shut down your account, but they have all these weird little things on or where Amazon is written. It's like an abbreviation and other symbols that have nothing to do with Amazon. So it's like, yeah, right. It says, you're telling me you're from another country and do not know how to, what we expect or how Amazon really signs its name. So, yeah, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Do we want to address her mail or are we done?
What? And the mail, I guess someone I am dating. It doesn't feel good.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
This is for Lottie.
Yeah. Lottie, that doesn't feel good. I don't know if he's hiding stuff from you. He's not on the up and up. I'm not sure, but it's just, he's not.
It's shadowy energy.
Yeah, he's not worth your time. Your
Get back on match.
Yeah. Well, your vibrations are higher.
That's a good way of putting it. I like that.
Dating someone else. Yeah, it could be, or it could be something. He could be another one who's trying to get money out of you. Oh, dating someone else or drugs. Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can test your intuition on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
If it's not feeling right, don't do it.
Yeah.
If you're not having fun.
Yeah, it's just not good. So however you want to deal with it. But yeah, use it as a learning tool. Don't give him any money. I can tell you that.
Oh God, yeah.
First thing, no money. He's on recovery, but I doubt a bit about one day. Ask your guides. Does anybody know how to be a human pendulum?
I've never tried that.
You've never tried that?
Do I hang onto a rope
No.
and swing?
No, you don't. I can teach you guys right now if you'd like me to.
Sure.
If somebody wants to know how to be a
human
and
pendulum.
the reason why I'm saying this is because Lottie and I'm having a hard time talking to you, Lottie, so that means you're not speaking your truth to him.
Ooh.
You need to be speaking with your heart, and if he's not good enough for you, you need to tell him. You need to tell him, no, you're just not what I'm looking for. Thank you, but no, I won't give him any money. Haha. Yeah. So in the stomach, if you go left or right, I'm feeling in my heart chakra. It's on the right, but what about the in the stomach? Is he has a problem with his stomach, or I'm not sure what you mean by in the stomach if you go left or right. Your solar plexus are heating up, so you've got a good intuition there. Oh, it's heating up more, and then it's across there. It's not just one spot. So we're still waiting on Lottie to reply.
Here's the next one we're tuning in on.
Yes, we'll put you on, Louise. But we're just waiting on Lottie to come in. Come back. Let me see who I've got. I've got 4 people in right now.
Tell me who next.
Next, we're going to go to Pamela Curson. It's like, I know you. Oh, no. Next one is Liz Blankenship. Sorry, Pamela. You're after her. And then Miss Good Vibes.
Where is Liz? Where's Liz?
She's near the top. She won the love reading.
There she is. So Liz is all ears.
Yeah, she was all ears about the love languages.
I'm going to be a smart ass here and say, today's not your day. That's what I heard. So let's refine that. What I'm really hearing is don't be in a hurry. That's literally what just came dropping into my little brain. All ears. Why are we not going to be in a hurry? There's some aligning that's taking place. So don't thrust yourself don't force the situation. Go about your daily thing. Do your errands, life, job, whatever it is. And what I'm hearing now is be in confidence. And my sense on that is be in the knowing that it's coming, but be relaxed about it. Somebody gave me a great analogy the other day. So if you set an intention or throw out a request to the universe, it's like, think of it as a little rock. And you throw the rock in the water and you forget about it. Because now you've made the commitment, but don't dwell on it. Just throw that little rock in there and say, hey, send me somebody I can resonate with peacefully.
Oh, thank you, Lottie, for that. I hope you're still here because I'm going to show you how to be a human pendulum. And it's not sitting down. This is a standing up. I haven't learned the sitting down one. And yes, I know that if you ask a question, it'll be right or left. But you have to ask your question, like, I am a woman. And it's not working for me. Anyway, the reason why is because I've learned it a different way. And I have to stand up for this. So you won't see me completely, but you're going to see what you need to see. Okay, so I'm standing up. Okay. So, oh, I better do it sideways. Sorry about that. Spirit, please show me yes for my greatest good. Yes, I move forward. Spirit, show me no for my greatest good. I move backwards. Okay, it's just tilting. And they're doing it, not me. You've seen me with pendulums, so you know. And you do this, you can do this anywhere. Okay, I'm holding my phone. Spirit, is this for my greatest good? No, it is not. Okay.
Reference to energy from the phone kind of thing.
Right. Phones are not good.
It's almost like
this is water.
Testing.
Just water. Spirit, is this for my greatest good? And it's a yes. You can do this anywhere. So when you're talking to somebody, is this person for my greatest good? And you go backwards, whichever way it works with you, then you'll have your answer there. You don't even have to say anything out loud. Okay. The other thing to do is every once in a while test it. Like I said, am I a woman or am I a man? And whatever the answer is, go with that and say, yes, it's working. So the other thing to ask is something that is not correct. I use a different name or something. The person who taught me was Tina Escoto. And she said, do I have a broken arm? I will not use that because I'm not going to wish that on anybody. So I use something simple that won't cause any problems. Okay. So hopefully you keep that in mind when you want to do this, but it works for everyone. And if you don't get it right away, it might be just because you're not really in tuned yet, and you just have to believe in what you're doing. Okay, so I hope that helps everybody.
Minna, I like your analogy. Like you pray on it and let it go. Exactly. That's setting intention and forget about it. But be sincere in your request. So,
okay,
good backup.
Thank you, Lottie, and I hope you have a great dinner. Okay.
We done with Liz?
No, we're on Liz next. We were still on Lottie because she had asked another question.
Oh.
This is Liz. Okay. You get started with that. I'm going to check everybody else.
I think I already told her today is not her day.
Right. Is that all you wanted to tell her
No,
about love? Okay. I thought there was a little bit more to it.
No, it was. Today is not your day.
For love.
Maybe tomorrow. No, I think you heard me say that she's going, interesting. What I was getting, that there's alignment going on. Oh, and I told her the analogy with the rock. Yeah, set it out there. It's coming. But I see you walking, for some reason, with a shopping cart outside, but you're smiling. It's a nice day. The sun's shining and you're in a good mood. And it's positive energy. It's where I want to go with that. I don't know what the shopping cart has to do, unless the man's going to fall in. And the point being, it's your demeanor and state of mind is going to draw this in. So don't be needy and don't be, what would I say, desperate, but just be trusting and happy that it's coming.
Yeah, and that's what Mina was saying. Okay. Yes, Mina, you are on the list.
Costco, shopping at Costco. Maybe that's it.
It's a great place to shop. I always love that. Terry Claypool, we have you as well. Anybody else? We haven't said their name. No, I think I've got everybody else. Louise O'Connor, I said your name, I hope.
Who's our target now?
Next. So Liz is good. Okay, let me see. I'm just going to tap in real quick if I can. Sorry, I got so many things going on. I'm not feeling blockage in my third eye or anything. What I'm feeling is like your eyes are focusing on something that you need to focus your sight on something specific. You know what it is. And it's something. You also have a little bit of anxiousness in your solar plexus. So trust yourself more. Your intuition is good; it's very strong, but I think that's not what you need to focus on. But there's something in your sights. So keep working on manifesting whatever it is that you really want. And I'm not saying focus on love per se. I'm saying that you really need to focus on whatever you're bringing in. Be more specific about it. And the more I talk about it, the warmer my solar plexus gets. So warm is good. It means that it's working and it's getting stronger. The anxiousness is not quite anxiety. It's just kind of fluttering, not sure which way to go. So again, um, focus. Focus your sights on what you want. Okay, that's all I got for Liz. Hope that helps you too. Okay, and we do appreciate you for coming in. Warm is good, yes. Hey, the warmer it gets, the more power you have. All right, and next we have Pamela Christen. Okay, Pamela, are you? Let me check and see.
Hello, are we on?
Nope, we need to. What happened here?
Yes, I guess we're on. Hello, good morning.
This is a delayed. Hold on a minute.
Come down.
We figured it out, thank you.
Okay.
We are here. We are
Oh,
here.
this is a different. Sorry.
Pamela Curson. Pamela Curson.
Oh, wow.
Pamela, do you know what the love languages are? The 5 love languages? This is our question of the day, people. We're
Yes.
just, if you're interested in that.
So we've got Pamela, we have Miss Good Vibes, we have Joa Firmino. I still do not know how to say his name correctly. Louise O'Connor and Terry Claypool, Mina Petkoff. Okay, those are who we have, and that's the question of the day. Go ahead, you. I'm trying to fix your stuff.
Are we working on Pamela?
Yeah, we're working on Pamela, but did she answer the love language thing? That's what I can go back.
Let's go clear back here.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't know. Okay, I'm
Oh,
going
she
to
doesn't.
show everybody again. 5 love languages written in the early 90s by a man named Chapman. Fabulous book. And the whole thing is you've got 5 categories of, shall we say, that if people hit one of your 5 buzzers, that's when you feel loved. And if you hit or know how to hit any of their 5 buzzers, then they feel love coming from you. They're trigger points in one sense. So I'll read them to you all again. Love language number 1, words of affirmation. Love language number 2, quality time. Love language number 3, receiving gifts. Love language number 4, acts of service. And love language number 5, physical touch. So for instance, if somebody walks up and hugs you, you feel loved by them. If somebody gives you a gift, you feel loved by them. If someone spends quality time with you, you feel loved. If someone does something nice for you, helpful to you, you feel loved by them. And if someone gives you a compliment, you feel loved by them. Those are small snippets of the 5 categories. But here's the deal. 2.5 of those are probably your trigger points. And the person you're dealing with has a complimentary 2.5. The trick is to try to connect with them in a knowing way at their love languages, and you're anxious to have them connect back to you, i.e. relationships. So imagine you have a couple, and each of you has 2 different sets of love languages. You're not matching up. The trick is each of the partners now need to recognize the love languages in the other and make a conscious effort to connect on the level that maybe they're not used to doing. I'll give you an example. My ex-wife was a gifter. She was always buying her girlfriends presents, little knickknacks. She would buy me stuff that I really didn't want, didn't need, but that was her way of expressing love. And I was sort of distant about it because it didn't mean anything to me. So she was wasting her time in a sense. And I say this because if I had known, I would have bought her more stuff to make her feel better. And you get the drift. So if you're not connecting on love languages to the other, you need to find out what they are. Neat book. This thing's been rewritten. He did seminars all over the world. I think you can get certified in the training for it, and on and on and on. So figure out what your love language is. Do you like to be hugged, gifted, touched, and on and on and on. Okay, so Pamela's still waiting for, does she have a question? Pamela, do you have a question per se, or you just sort of wait and see what comes up?
Sorry, I was trying to
That's right.
work with your Facebook again. And of course, we're having a little difficulties there, but that's okay.
At least we got on today.
Yes. On in time and everything. Well, close enough. We weren't too ishy.
Yeah.
That means not quite on time. Okay.
Pamela, this is going to sound funny, but the only thing I see on you to this point is a yellow umbrella. So you're either trying to protect yourself from something, or Nina wants to be hit on all 5 of her buzzers.
Okay. So I have some cleanup work to do.
And
We have those scammers coming in.
Oh,
Please talk to me, people. Surprise me. Oh, that's what you saw that Pam said.
what's that?
As a surprise me as far as what to read.
Yeah, you must have a perfect life. I'm not getting anything. Pamela Curson, except the umbrella.
The yellow umbrella.
And this is interesting because as I say the yellow umbrella, I see you lifting the umbrella up. You're exposing your face. And they're saying, be careful. Be careful how you lift your head. So have you ever seen somebody in a coy, what would I say, stance?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're withdrawn,
Yeah.
as opposed to an exuberant, open one. I see her coming out of a coy. Oh, don't expose yourself to the wrong people. All right, so what do we want to do with that? There's somebody that you are. What does the word pandering mean? Pandering, working on, trying to get something out of.
That she's pandering?
No, I'm hearing the word pandering. So,
they're trying to pander. It's like panhandling.
Okay, yes.
I think that's what.
So, word of caution is what I'm getting from it. Well, the yellow would make sense. Yellow means caution. I know they look good initially, whoever they are. And I think it's a person. I don't think it's a thing or a situation. But they are looking at you as innocent prey. And I think there's infatuation on your part toward this entity or entities. And so I'm hearing them tread lightly. I want to say there's some emotional attachment on your side that you're misreading. Be cautious. It's like we had ahead of you. You want to follow your intuition, not don't let the infatuation get in the way. Yeah, that's serious. I don't know. This is strong stuff.
It's getting stronger as you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling
the energy about it. So don't put your cards on the table. There's something you're putting out too much information too fast, or expressing yourself too much too fast to this other party or parties, and they're thinking, "Oh, we got one here." So
yeah, and I'm getting eggs in a basket. Put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
I'm getting that. So
danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Yep, there you go. I know I'm going to have to do a caption on danger, Will Robinson. For those of you who
we're dating ourselves.
Yes. who know what we're referring to, the yellow color and Danger Will Robinson, the word pandering that came to you. Yeah, all of this is
not good
you
words.
need to be
Well, cautionary words.
all cautionary.
Good cautionary words.
Yeah.
What was that movie? Danger Will. There was that Lost in Space.
Yes.
Danger, the robot.
Yeah, the series. Does she work in Shelby, Michigan? Does who work in Shelby, Michigan? I have no idea. You talk about? I think there's a few scenarios I can think of with this. We bought a house privately from a sketchy person who I thought was a good person that didn't trust my gut.
Been there, done that.
Pamela, she wants to know, Mina, who's on Facebook as well, wants to know if you work, where did I see that? Work in Shelby, Michigan, TWP, Michigan. I have no idea what that means, but you should be able to talk to each other because you're on the same Facebook page. So should work. Let's see. Okay, this is the right one. It's like, how many different ones can we get here?
Somebody's in Canada. Pamela's in Canada.
Oh, okay. Pamela's in Canada, so Michigan, I don't think so. No, I don't. Haha, I'm in Canada. Okay.
So Pamela, hope that helps you. You got something to work on. Keep your eyes on the prize or whatever it is.
And right now, do not sign any contracts whatsoever this time of the season because it is Mercury retrograde. Only the September 4th, September 6th, and September 9th are decent days to do contracts. However, you need to read every single word and understand it all, or don't sign it. Okay, because it's very important. People can definitely get you. And even if you bought it before, it could have been in other problems. But yeah, hopefully you checked out that person, and hopefully the house has become yours.
I'm hearing something looks good, but it isn't.
Oh, okay.
For what that's worth.
Yeah.
They're saying double check your stomach, which would be
the solar plexus, your gut. Yeah. Double check your gut. He's promising a lot and not keeping it. Yeah.
Red flag, red flag.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Hopefully you didn't
danger.
give him any money. But if you did, get some authorities on it as soon as you can.
I heard this from a pseudo in-law. She and her husband went to Saudi Arabia. They rented an apartment. I don't know why they were over there. And they were getting all kinds of whatever the culture is there. And I'm no expert on the culture. But their term was she wanted curtains change or something to do with the apartment. And whoever was showing in the apartment said, God willing, we'll take care of that. Well, they're out.
Yeah.
So everybody runs around over there saying, if God's willing. So if you don't, well, that just means God wasn't willing for us to do it. So I'm going. So it sounds like you're dealing with, if God's willing. I never understood that logic, but I'm not from there, so it's not the game I'm involved in.
Exactly, Pamela. You bought a house and lots of, here you go, you can read it better.
So if trying to get out of it, if it doesn't go through, we will have to bring in a lawyer.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
I got involved. I was a plumber on a job. This house had a whole back end built wrong that we could see foundation wise underneath. I told the current owners. They turned around, put a for sale sign up, didn't touch what I told them was wrong.
Oh.
It was wood stuck in the ground. There was no foundation under this thing. And the new people saw my sticker on the water heater, called me. I said, hey, did they tell you about da-da-da-da-da? And they said, what da-da-da-da-da? I said, you don't know about this? So the new buyers, she works for an attorney's office.
Oh, wow.
They went after them. And I had to sign, I got myself into depositions and all that fun stuff. And I was just trying to be a nice guy and warn everybody. But anyway, I helped the second people.
Well, you did what you were supposed to.
I did. Yeah, I had.
So-
I couldn't not tell somebody, so
Right. And
I was okay with all that.
they have to disclose these things.
And they didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's when the coup de grace. You're in trouble if you don't.
Yeah.
You could have sold and said, "Hey, this foundation isn't right," but they said nothing.
Right. They
So
said nothing. Yeah, everything's fine. But once the inspection comes in, and Arizona's not that big on inspections. I guess they do it.
well, the problem with this house was, even if you wanted to inspect it, you couldn't get under it. The way they built it, we only knew it because we pulled the bathtub to do some plumbing.
Oh my!
And that's the only reason we were under there, and I saw that. Otherwise, you wouldn't know from it. Nobody could have known without being under the house, doing what we do.
Yeah, you just saved
Oh,
the people thousands of dollars.
yeah, that would.
The original owners kind of lost some money, but that was their choice.
Yeah,
they made that choice.
That was a bad game to play. I wouldn't have done that.
So Pamela, hopefully, yeah. Make sure it's all in writing too. Anything he promises, either you record it or get it in writing, or both.
Okay, who's next?
Thank you, Pamela, and good luck to you. Let us know how things happen. That you get back what you deserve, and they don't. They get what they deserve as well, but in a different manner. Okay, Miss Good Vibes. Do you have a specific question?
What's your love language? What's your love language?
Yes, what's your love language?
Do you like to be taught, touched, gifted?
Quality time.
Have time spent with you? I was going to say service, but I don't mean it that way.
No.
Wrong words.
Do you like to help others?
Yeah. Much better. You're my conscience. You clean things up.
Well,
that's why I keep you around.
Thanks. I know.
Little devil and little angel and the children.
Yes, I remember those too. We taught that when I was a young kid. Lovely, I've got you on the list too. However, we're waiting for Miss Good Vibes. If Miss Good Vibes is still here, if not, I guess we're going to have to keep going. 10-9. Since we're waiting for a reply, let's do. Oh, I don't really like to be gifted. I don't like doing things together. That's my love language, helping each other. Oh, okay.
Don't really like to be gifted. I like doing things together. Okay, so your quality time.
Like doing things together.
And quality time sounds like your primary. You got another 1.5 in there somewhere. You know, the gifting, I can relate to the gifting.
She like helping each other.
Yeah.
So quality time is one thing.
And that's acts of service.
Quality time is an act of service.
No.
There's two.
I'm sorry. You're right. Quality time is spending time together. Right. Helping each other would be acts of service.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's two. She's got two. I'm still here. I already wrote my question. Oh, did you? I didn't see it. I'll go back and look again. That's all I saw where you're saying hi.
Good vibes. Gifted.
Yeah, you got that part right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Oh, there it is. Here's the question. Do you see anything positive coming towards me?
What do we want to do? What do we see?
I see something running towards her, but I don't.
I see her in a convertible with her hair flying in the wind. Just the breeze is blowing and she's smiling. You don't own a motorcycle, do you? I get the sense it's a car with a roof down. What would that mean?
Ragtop.
Free. I'm hearing free is the breeze. Free is. Is there a sentence? Is there a saying like that? Free is the something.
Free is the wind. I don't know. Something about the breeze.
My sense is that you're about to cut something loose that's going to free you up. I want to go there.
Free as a bird.
Free as a bird. Free as just your hair. It's sort of like I see this image of somebody on the beach with the wind just blowing in their hair on a breezy day.
Free as a breeze. Song by George Jones.
Oh.
Let's see.
So are you pondering disconnecting with someone, something, some situation?
Oh.
I'm hearing something's about to drop off. which is a good thing. Except I don't think you see it as that yet.
You're letting go. Don't really like to be good. Okay.
I'm
let's
hearing
see.
regrets, no regrets.
I'm still here already. Wrote my question. Do you see anything positive? Yeah, I found that. So true, because I am single and happy and focusing on self-love. Yes.
That's exactly what I'm seeing.
Now I want to work on myself, and that's the important thing. Absolutely, that's good vibes. You're doing a great job on that.
Go buy a convertible. Put the roof down.
Sorry, found it. George Jones, Freeze the Breeze.
Freeze the breeze.
Okay. I can't understand
I
the
can't
other words, but free as a breeze.
Well, anyway, so here's what you're pulling this together. I see it all falling in place, and they're saying bask in the light of this and enjoy it, and don't let anything pull you out of it. This has been a rough road for you to get here, but I'm also hearing it's well deserved. It's time for you to have some. What's the word I want? Quality time with yourself. Yeah. So good for you. You're still standing. That's great.
Okay, free as a breeze, do as I please. And baby, that's the life for me. Well, I'm free as a breeze, and I'm tired of steady dating, tired of sitting home crying and waiting. I've had a lot of time to do a lot of thinking. Who know tonight I might do a lot of drinking. Oh, thank you. Yes, we do not appreciate scammers coming in. So if you see these scammers, that want you to go to their inbox and all that stuff, they're just trying to get money out of you. And you guys have been scammed enough.
Or you wouldn't be here. Yeah.
Right. Well, one way or another.
Yeah.
But we know there is someone who'd been scammed recently from a marketing company. So we know that we don't want you guys getting in there. Hi, Princess Nye. You're into, sure, I'll add you.
So did we get Miss Good Vibes?
So we good, Miss Good Vibes? Are you good, Miss Good
You both
Vibes?
are amazing. Love the reading. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome. And listen to that song, George Jones. I think it's country. I don't know if you care for it, but the lyrics are fun to look at. So
Free as a breeze.
Free as a breeze. Okay, so let's go. I was going to do let's go to a commercial real quick. Commercial time. And of course, happy birthday for all of those Virgos that are coming in.
Hang on to your teeth. Here it comes.
All the Leos that just had theirs.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
No, I did. Yes, thank you. Definitely making some life changes for myself. Now I'm putting my foot down. And Stand My Ground by Tom Petty. That's a good one for you too. Okay. Yeah, I did get rid of them, so I don't know if you can. No, you can't.
Let's not mess it up.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you guys so much. And please do not forget to go to each one of our pages and like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because that helps us as we're helping you or trying to help you do better. What do you see for me? Mina, I think I have yours thing. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Good Vibe. And thank you for coming in. I know I've seen you 2 other days this week, and it's always good seeing everyone. And Mina, you're fourth one in line. So next, if we have him here, Joa Firmino.
He was here last week, I remember.
Yeah, he's here. He pops in a few times, but he usually doesn't stick around or anything else.
Is the job of senior innovation consultant at Beta I a good path for me? Thank you in advance.
Yes, Natasha. I got you.
I'm wondering what that is. Hey,
The job of senior innovation consultant at Beta.
That's always one of those how's it feel things. There's obviously logic to consider in the mental process, but the real, what would I say?
My question is, have you been in the environment? Have you walked into the company? I mean, can you get in? Just a
The question is he excited about it, or is it just,
yeah,
okay for now?
Yeah, but to me, he seems to need a.
What I'm hearing is consider your options. And I know the job market is tough right now. I mean, if that's all you can get your hands on, take it. And then look for the opportunities beyond that.
Yeah.
I talked to a guy he's an acupuncturist. He started out in the corporate world, and long story short, he started climbing that corporate ladder and one day said, forget it, and I'm out of here kind of thing. There were a lot of ifs, ands, or buts. And now he's doing acupuncture. But at the time, it seemed like a good idea. So you go with what makes the most sense to you in the moment is what I would say on that. Because if it's not good for you, and if you are tuned into that's the trick. Based on my life, I chased a career thing for 6 years, had my big interview, and long story short, the interview did not go well, and my whole life just crumbled. But looking back at it, it was the best thing that happened to me. So you never know what's going to. I'd say go for it. If you're not supposed to have it, it won't work out. There's a wrestler. He's an MMA. No, he's a WWE wrestler. You'd know if you saw him. Good-looking guy. Quick interview. He said, what has happened to me in terms of success was an accident, because he started out on 3 different career paths, and everything he tried to do fell through. And this thing he's in now was purely an accident. So if you're not supposed to be there, but I'm getting nothing on this job because I have no reference point for it.
Right. And Joey, you did come in and we did talk about our question of the day. And you haven't replied to that. So we're asking what your love language is. And Shelly has joined us. Natasha has joined us. So ladies.
Do we know is he here?
He hasn't replied. So we'll just keep going.
We'll move on.
Yeah, because I don't feel anything for him other than he needs to go to the environment and survey it.
Dip your toe in the pond.
Yes, exactly. So next is Louise O'Connor. And Louise, a love rating, if possible, please.
Cute little emojis.
Yes. Oh, I like the dolphin. I like the purple heart too. That's one of my favorites. You do like purple. So do I. So Louise, what about your love language? I don't think you.
We're talking about the 5 love languages today, for those of you that are familiar with those. What makes you feel loved? And what's your question?
Her question, she wants a love reading.
Oh, love reading.
Oh, I don't know. Love a reading. Okay, you're
love
right.
a reading if possible, please.
Yeah, so I don't know if she has a specific question. I'm going back to check on it.
Love a reading if possible, Louise O'Connor.
On health or love. There you go.
I see her in a car.
Another car?
Yeah, like a road trip. She's looking out the window. What'd she say? love or healthy love. Healthy love. I'm not worried about health at all.
Oh,
They're saying go out, expend energy. Maybe you need to exercise. Do you like to run? I see you jogging for some reason.
she needs to be more grounded. That's for sure. So
They're
she
saying
definitely
you-
needs to get outside. Oh, she feels like I feel like a female's holding her back, not wanting her to move forward.
They're saying that you don't need love right now. You need to go have fun. And they're saying express yourself. There must be a song about that.
Oh, there she goes. She says quality time, being helpful, and encouraging words. I like that.
Oh, no, she's up in love language. Okay, so
Yeah.
she's quality time, service, and words of affirmation. You got 3 of them. Good. But they're saying be kind to yourself. Do you beat yourself up with those noises in your head? You know, what do they call that? Inner dialogue, where you beat yourself up?
Be positive in your inner dialogue.
So what I think you're presenting to the world isn't what you're living with in your head. And so they want you to turn that external expression towards self-love kind of thing. So spend time with yourself, be kind to yourself. It's amazing that, and I know I've referenced this before, that movie, The Peaceful Warrior. Anyway, there's a scene in there where the mentor and the mentee are observing some people in a gym. And you can hear the thoughts in the heads of the people that they're observing.
Mm-hmm.
The guru has some capacity to, and they're all just beating themselves up. It has to do with gymnastics. And the horrible things that they're saying to themselves during practice when they miss a trick or, you know, all this stuff, which we all do.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Lola.
Oh, I was reading the wrong one. So quality time. So my point is, I feel good about you. You got the world by the tail at the moment. And don't give up, they're saying. But be kind to yourself. Be kind to Louise. Pull over little Louise and give her a hug. And I see you footloose and fancy free kind of thing right at the moment.
Good.
Hope that helps.
Let your inner child have fun. Hi, Lola. Okay. Yes, well, get your man beautiful. Okay. So you heard about the love languages, and Louise was really good at answering that question. So all of those in the list, which is Terry, Mina, Lovely, Princess Nine, Natasha, Shelley, and Lola, let us know what your love languages is and are. And if you have a specific question, I do see Lola has a specific question.
Bring her up. Let's do next.
Well, next we've got Terry Claypool. Is there a specific question, Terry? Did you put one in there? If I have to go back and look for it, great. But so this is about you, Terry. What is your love language?
Somebody who has all love languages, they're high maintenance.
Are they?
I think so.
What do you
Think of all the things as a partner you got to keep track of to hit somebody else on all 5.
Well,
We need to narrow it down here. Go to the primaries.
well, I can understand that, but I meant, what are your top ones, as you said?
They're top
right?
ones,
Yeah.
yes.
But if you had them all at top, would it be okay if only one was taken care of at a time?
I think one would be better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and if you had all 5, you loved it all. It's like,
You could put them on chips in a jar, and today you could pull one out.
yeah,
I'm going to work on this one for her, for him,
yeah,
for them.
yeah. I like that.
The love language of the day. Ooh,
Yeah.
for you.
I mean, I know I don't have 5. So.
No, I know I have. There's 2 that I don't have.
Yeah.
Well, one's weak.
One's totally against.
One I'm totally, yeah. I have,
Okay.
the gifting thing is not me. So Terry
Yeah.
Claypool. Did we get any more from her?
Here, just anything, and she doesn't know her
Love languages.
love language. Yeah.
Love languages are, if you're interested, a book by Chapman. This is a mid 90s cover. He's been around forever. Took the world by storm. And it's such a simple book. I think everybody on the planet should read it, especially if you're in a relationship. And Terry Claypool, where am I going? Where I'm seeing, they're showing me a street with a water puddle in the middle.
It's unusual.
Yeah. And the reference being, you're standing at the edge of this puddle of water, and they're saying you have two choices. You can either walk through the water or you can hop over the water. They're saying it would be more fun to go splash through the water, which, you're avoiding something. What are you avoiding? You're choosing not to experience something that's standing right in front of you. For what reasons? What reasons? You're intimidated and out of your comfort zone. So the invitation on the table is to jump in with both feet. That's my analogy, and I'm sticking to it. So what's going on with you, Terry? What are you scared of trying out? Well, I must have hit a nerve. She's laughing.
Yeah.
But it resonated with you. I know it did. So there's something, I think it's in the personal side of your world, not necessarily work. Decision. They're saying a decision has to be made. You're skirting the issues. Aha!
Got the yes. Okay.
Yep. We're waiting with bated breath
Yes.
here.
One word answers are great, but it doesn't.
Sort of leaves us in the dark here.
Yeah.
Which part of our wisdom are you referring to?
Oh.
We're so good at this. Well, while she's responding, who's the next one, just so I can ramp up here?
Okay. Next will be Mina. Mina Petkoff. Mina, are you still here? And what is your love language, please?
Oh, she likes all of them.
Who does?
Mina.
Mina?
Yeah, they're all
Oh, she was the one that was.
referencing.
five?
All five, yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite one? Let's put it that way. What's your favorite two? Probably the gifting. Like diamonds?
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Not me. I prefer rubies things.
Isn't that funny?
I don't like diamonds.
I saw the prettiest diamond ring the other day. I'm not a jewelry person, but
Yeah.
this ring on this gal's hand, and it wasn't gaudy, it was just something got my attention. She's in a business group I'm in, and I looked down at her finger and wow. Last thing I look at is rings, and
It pulled you in. There was a
yeah,
reason for that.
it was pretty. It was amazing.
Hi, Don. Welcome in.
Okay, are we done with Terry? She's
I don't
laughing.
know. She's still laughing.
She did, Nina.
Your love language, if you can narrow it down. I'm a psychic and a medical intuitive. Oh, Terry, we need to talk. I'm getting there. I'm told I am medical intuitive.
Okay,
as
but
well.
what the heck are you skirting? If you're
Yes, but you're skirting something.
if you're a psychic, of course, we can always see everybody else's stuff way better than we can see our own.
But is she something about a client or a person that
What's the issue she's
Negative.
skirting?
a negative vibe person who wants
Oh, Terry. Oh, wait. I got my people. Terry is the psychic.
Michael. She's a psychic and
Medical,
medical intuitive.
Nina is are you asking me? All right, Terry.
Healing people. You're skirting healing people?
She's not giving herself enough credit for something.
Yeah.
You're better at something than you're
She
claiming.
wrote healing people. Maybe she's avoiding healing or skirting that issue. I feel that you haven't found the right modality that really pulls you in. Have you activated your personal sun? I'm feeling you might have. It's kind of warm, so in your sacral chakra. And if you haven't, because that is going to help you with the healing part. Yes, you have initiated your or activated your personal sun, or yes, you're skirting healing people. I'm sorry, it's hard to tell with one. Okay. Yes, Mina, we are asking you which of the, we know you like all 5 of the languages, but which are the top 2 for you?
Favorite ones.
Great to see you both this morning. Thank you, Don. It's great for you to be in. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope Angie had a great time last night. We haven't seen her in. I wonder why. Working on it. Okay. Good. Because I think that's going to make a huge difference with you, especially as a medical intuitive. I wanted to be a healer first, but this medical intuitive stuff came in a lot stronger. Human touch, time, and gifts is for me. Okay, so back to Terry. Yeah, I wanted to find out the best modality for me to learn as a healer, but nothing resonated. Definitely not Reiki. Just, I don't know why that just said no. And then almost everything I read, Reiki came up in every one of the modalities. And so I stopped looking. But then medical intuitive came up and focusing on the chakras. So now that my personal sun has ignited, now I can get back a little bit more in working with the medical intuitive and then figuring out how to heal with that personal sun. So hopefully that'll help you. I don't know. I'm sure you've been.
Keep your rain boots on and jump
That's
in
what
that.
happened to me. Okay, exactly. Okay.
Oh, good.
So you're on the right track and it's coming.
So she was forcing it, not doing the right thing.
Well, no, basically the same thing. It's not that we were forcing it. We were trying to find the right thing for us.
And just realized that wasn't working.
Yeah, it wasn't working. And now that other things are happening, the universe has the plan. And so we can only do what the universe is telling us. Go this way, go that way. And so, yeah, can you explain to folks how your chakras impact your health? Not sure most people understand that connection. Well, each chakra, is part of your body, regulates certain area of your body. Your chakras are your energy centers for that area. So you have your base, you have your sacral, which is below your belly button. You have your solar plexus, which is above your belly button and underneath your diaphragm. Your heart chakra is right where the heart is. And you got your throat chakra, your third eye. And when you have sinus problems, your third eye gets blocked. So you need to work on that. You can have clogged ears, any sinus problems, any nose problems, that can all be third eye. So you need to cleanse it. Sorry. You need to cleanse it and get it reactivated if that's what it needs. But definitely work on each one of your chakras. Your crown chakra can give you headaches if things are not balanced. You need to balance your body that way through your chakras. Clear crystals, amethyst are the best two, well, and selenite are the best 3 crystals that will balance each one of your chakras. So if there is something wrong with your body, you can definitely know what. Oh, thank you, Mina. It's 1:11. Focusing on that chakra, getting it cleansed. And you can ask spirit, is this medical? Is it physical? Or is it spiritual? Wherever that ache is, ask. And listen to your body, because your body is telling you what's going on. Your body is telling you, I'm not hydrated enough, I don't have enough nutrition, I need sleep, and I need exercise. It's telling you. And if you don't listen to it, things will start manifest. Cancers, all that stuff, most likely started out psychically and you just didn't listen. And then it develops from there. So keep yourself balanced. Keep those chakras balanced. And each one of the chakras, I am finding this out. I haven't read it anywhere, but each one of the chakras has something special within it that can be ignited or that can be utilized to help others, help yourself and help others. I'll have more on that later as I'm learning more. Personal sun in your solar plexus is one of those things. I've never really heard of it, and then all of a sudden I feel all of this warmth in my solar plexus, and found out that it's a personal sun. And I don't mean a personal summer that women have a tendency to get at certain ages. It has nothing to do with that, because my arms and my legs are nice and cool, but very warm in my heart chakra and my solar plexus, because they're fully active. Everything that you need in them is active and ready to go, ready to help you, ready to do what you need to accomplish. Okay. I hope that helps. And you're welcome, Terry, and thank you. And good luck with that. Let us know what healing modality you finally connect with, because I know it's coming after all these things, all these changes. You are definitely rising. So thank you. What you got?
I'm waiting for the next victim.
Mina. We're on Mina.
So she sent us 111.
Yeah. I think that was because of what time it was. I looked when she sent it, and
I
it
wondered.
was 1:11 at her time.
Oh, okay.
It's 10:11 at our time.
Well, then it must be Mina Petkoff.
Yes, Mina Petkoff.
What do we want to tell Mina? Well, the Mina wants to tell you good work. You've been working on yourself lately. And they're saying you're making great strides. So this is more confirmation than attaboy kind of thing. I'm hearing you're right, meaning I think you've reached some understanding that you're clear on now that you didn't have before. And they're saying stay on track. So whatever you're doing a good job. Is this her next question?
It's her question, basically, yeah. It's her love.
So I see that.
She agrees with it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Don.
They're saying you're worthy of love now. I think all this work that you've been through lately has brought you to a energetic level that you needed to get to first. They're saying keep your eye on the prize, but don't get greedy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, one at a time, please.
Yeah. Don't get greedy, and don't get, what was the other word they gave me? Don't get greedy. Well, it's sort of like you want to buy the Rolls Royce, but you don't need it.
Oh, okay. Don't go for
bells and whistles.
To me, the richest.
The
riches.
The realest.
But go for what you need.
Which is taking me back to something I heard the other day. This gal is a psychologist. Oh no, I would call her a male advocate, but anyway, she's talking about women in Dubai are more promiscuous than the men are because they're there looking for the good life.
Yeah. Okay.
So then what she went into was there's the women looking for the good life versus women who are looking for a man they want to have kids with and a family thing. And she said the good life versus the other one, they are emotionally attached to the good life. And men with money think that the money is going to create loyalty. It doesn't work. The better bet is the one that wants to have kids because she's more emotionally attached to you as a partner, and vice versa, depending on which way the energy is flowing. But play with that one.
Mina wants a little of both.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
No.
Be
Moderation and in the
yeah,
middle.
yeah. That's what I was going to say.
I'm all about that.
What is she laughing at? She thought that was fun.
Wants a little both. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess go to Dubai.
No, don't go to Dubai. Unless you're already there.
Yeah.
Just say, no, I think you need a place that you can be a little more balanced. You see anything?
Well, yeah, what I am getting, you want to be realistic because you're looking for something grounded, but you're not going to see it if you're hanging out in Dubai.
Yeah. So find some place that you can be grounded, you can be balanced. And I'm feeling a lot of positive energy flowing from you. So
there's something she's going to know him when she sees him.
Yeah.
He's not going to have a clue. You may have to do some what do I want to call it, attraction moves.
Well, yeah, don't go overboard though.
Yeah.
Just do everything in moderation and just see.
I see.
I didn't bring in my pendulum, and I'm not going to stand up and figure this out doing my human pendulum thing.
I'm hearing be patient. He'll come.
Yeah.
He's looking too, but he doesn't know it.
And the universe is sending him your way.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't tell you if it'll be tomorrow or. I'm hearing weeks, not months.
Yeah,
so.
that's where I was going.
Okay, so you're hearing about the same thing. So not months. So.
But they're saying don't be over exuberant. Just let this happen. If you try to make it happen, it'll.
Yeah, and.
Trust,
but not every man you meet in the next 4 weeks, don't expect that is the one.
Is this the one? Is this the one?
Yeah.
This is the one.
Yeah. No. Remember, when you focus on that, that'll stay away. When you just let it go, weeks. And when I mean weeks, it's less than a month. Okay? So it could be 1 week, it could be 2 weeks. Right?
They're saying go on about your life. Don't focus on this thing.
No, don't focus on love. Continue what you've been doing, taking care of you and becoming stronger because he's getting closer and closer.
And they're saying it'll all fall in line.
Yeah.
And I don't think you even have to go on Match. I think you're going to run into this guy.
Yeah. You're going to meet him organically is what I'm hearing.
I have to answer this question. Is he right for me? Well, here's the deal. He's either there for your pleasure or your pain or your growth. So he'll be there for the right reason, whatever it is.
You've been manifesting. You can do the manifesting, yes. And I know it's not.
And be careful what you ask for. There's always that one. But be
specific and make sure what you're asking for that you can give as well.
Write out your list. Everything you want him to be.
Yes.
However, you have to match the same characteristics. You can't ask for something that you're not going to be on a par with.
Right. Reciprocal. That you can.
So 200 traits, yours have to match up.
Yeah. And as long as you are the same, you guys will.
Yeah, it'll be an energetic.
Click. Yeah. Yeah, my heart's getting excited about it. It's like there's almost the inner child in my heart chakra.
You wrote your list? Cool. How many traits are on there?
I did. I already did. You are worthy. Yes, you are worthy.
Go. Be happy.
Yes. And enjoy because it's an adventure. But don't focus just on finding that right one because he'll find you.
Over 10. Okay, you got more work to do. Keep working. That's just the introduction.
Okay, I hope that helps you, Rena. And great job on the work you're doing for yourself. Thank you for that. Because the more you work on yourself, the better the
Yeah,
world becomes.
you can't lose there.
And next we have Lovely.
Oh, she has over 10.
Over 10. Okay. Said over 10. Okay.
Oh, I love that 10 thing, just FYI. My mother was an AA participant, and she said on this given evening, the instructor, whatever the class was, say 10 things you're good at. And most of the women in the class could not come up with 10.
Wow.
But one woman, in terms of self worth, and one woman came up with 3. And she said, I make a mean chocolate cake. I remember my mother telling her, but that's the one thing this one woman felt out of 10 that she was good at. And they didn't have 10. Self worth is an interesting thing.
Yeah. You're welcome, Rena. Thank you for coming in.
Go bake a cake.
I do like chocolate, but
Oh.
I don't think you're close enough. Just say.
Who do we have next?
Who we have next is Lovely. But we
Sure,
haven't
you
heard
can have
anything
her
from
read it.
Lovely. Lovely, are you still here, Lovely?
Send
Lovely.
the code. Let us the beacon in the night. Let us know you're here.
Let us know your love language, please.
Yeah. What makes you feel loved?
Love.
Words, gifts, touch, help, connection. Who's after Lovely in case Lovely is not here?
Princess Nai will be next. Princess Nai, are you here? And what is your love language, please? 10, 9, 8.
7, 6.
Yep.
What's that? Going? What's that? What's the oxygen?
Going
once.
Going
twice.
Okay. So after Princess Nai is Natasha, Shelley, Lola,
Princess Nai. I'm here.
and Valvez TW.
Okay, Princess, what's your love language and what's your question? How can we help?
My love language is words of affirmation.
You love to be praised and adulated and complimented and all that fun stuff.
Cool.
Your hair looks lovely today.
I wish we could see it. We have a green background and a P, so that's good. But okay, let me put you back on.
Princess Malolia's words of affirmation. Good deal. I'll bet you give those. For your love language to be love words of affirmation, that means she probably goes around adulating other people, which is a way to read people. May I please get your insight into the man I will marry? Well, it depends on how nice you are to him with your words.
And you've got to find out their love language too.
Yes.
However, let's get back to, have you written out your list?
Here, may I please get into the man I will marry?
That is spot on.
If she's words of affirmation. Yeah, the listing, we've been talking about that. What are you looking for in another? But then, like Julie and I said earlier, you got to understand you need to have corresponding characteristics to offer them so you match up. And inside of the man I will marry, well, he's going to like me until he's.
Well, and you don't have to have the exact same love language. You just have to know each other's.
And be willing to go to theirs.
Yes.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Because that's what keeps things rolling. And I don't know why I'm thinking of this. Oh. There was something I saw on Instagram. It's called The Door Test. Have you heard of that one?
I don't know.
You'd know the actor if you saw.
Oh, yes. I remember it.
He's mentoring a teenage boy. He said, on a date, you give her the door test. And the kid says, what do you mean the door test? And the gist of it is, he says, you go pick her up and you purposely lock her door. You unlock her, you lock the car, you bring her to the car and you let her in her door. your door is still locked. And then he said, you go around and you wait and see if she reaches over and unlocks your door. If she doesn't, he said, you get rid of her because she's not willing to be part to assist you.
Yes.
And I thought that was hilarious.
I love that one. It is a really good
So,
movie for.
Would you pass the door
anybody to-
test? I don't remember. I don't know if it was a current movie or is it
No, it was. I'm thinking
the door
80s,
test.
90s.
I never
something
saw
like
it,
that.
but I was
I
so
loved
taken
it.
by
You've
that.
never seen that?
No.
Don, are you still here? Do you remember that movie? I'm sure you'll.
The door test. And
I'm trying to
I remember in high
who it
school, I remember a
is,
girl
too.
doing that, and I think, oh, how nice. Of course, that's the problem is now you unlock one lock and they all unlock. I don't know if you can do the door test anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's yeah.
So
But-
we have to come up with another test.
But if you have an old standard car, that's the one to use.
Yeah, get rid of it. Hey there, may I please get your insight of the man up? I don't know if we hit that or not. So, got to do the list.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to match the list that you're asking the other one to match up to.
Bronx Tale. That's the
Yeah.
name of the movie.
I think I need to write that down. Bronx Tale.
A Bronx Tale.
What was the date on it?
Now you ask me that. Okay.
I'm just curious what it looked like. I think you're right. It was pre-2000.
It was written directed by Robert De Niro, written by Chaz Palminteri.
Interesting.
Palminteri. Okay, let me go back to it.
This guy's going to like kids, I think. Are you ready to have kids?
The 1993 movie about a kid growing up in the rough and tumble
93.
1960s Bronx.
That's back there. Okay, well, that all fits. That's the accent the guy had in the movie.
Yeah, the Bronx.
The Bronx. I can't even mimic it.
Yeah, I
So,
would have to listen to somebody to be able to remember it.
did we make sense for you, Princess and I?
I'm ready to have kids. Well, let's get the guy first.
I think you're a talker, so this guy's going to have to be quiet. That's just something I get.
What I get quiet, yet when he does speak, everyone listens.
He's not a chatterbox. I think that's your area.
But
Oh,
we can't really. Oh, go ahead.
go no, go ahead. I can wait. Oh, all right, now I'll do it. We were talking earlier about. Now I can't forget. Forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, we were talking about men's. There's a thing. This is hilarious. Go on YouTube. It's hilarious, but it's valid. Men's brains versus women's brain, because men and women think different. I don't care what you identify with. There's a different process going on, and once you understand that, that also goes in line with the love language. It's huge. It's huge, and it's on YouTube. And he talks about how a female brain works versus a male brain. And there's reasons for it, chemistry. And the interaction, once you understand the interaction, it's fabulous. Where I'm going with this is you're going to need to understand this with this guy you run into, that I'm seeing anyway, because you're going to be confounded by him. But once you realize why he's doing what he does, it'll make perfect sense, especially if you're a talker. So. But he's got to understand the same things too. So you can talk about this over dinner.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is we can't really see the man because I don't think you're really specific on what you want.
I can feel him.
currently. Yeah.
He seems
But
quiet.
I don't think he's coming.
I don't see
Quickly.
him. No,
That's what I meant is he's not.
he's not on the
He's
horizon.
there. He's there. He's in the background.
Keep working on your list.
Yeah. Hi, Lewis. Welcome in. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. And we're asking your love language today, Lewis.
Come up with, what's your love language?
Okay, so next we have Lovely didn't come back, so Bye, lovely. Natasha. Natasha, are you here? Natasha?
McDonald? McD?
Natasha Louise. Do you see this is in the next 2 years? I heard yes, and then I had a big rumbling in my solar plexus. What do you feel?
Oh, wow.
2 years? Within 2 years?
Natasha, we see you. Hang on 1 second.
Thank you, Natasha.
2 years, 2 years. Princess and I'm flat on it. It's
I'm getting vibrations, higher vibrations. My solar plexus flared up when you asked that, and now higher vibrations around me. So that is a good thing. Doesn't mean it'll be done in 2 years. It just means
you know what's gonna. Here's what I'm getting.
Okay.
There are multiple options here. It's not one guy.
Ooh.
Who she becomes in the next 2 or 3 years is going to determine what she's going to draw. That's what I think I'm getting.
It's about you.
So as you expand, you're going to alter your universe. Or I think the possibilities are all lined up. It's just not one's better than another. So I'm thinking 2, 3 years. I don't know how old you are. Go adopt some kids in the meantime.
Yeah. I hope that helps you, Natasha.
Yeah. Be the best you can be.
And it could be sooner, but it depends on you. Words of affirmation today is abundance, joyful, and wealth for a general repose. Oh, that's Natasha.
Go. I'm excited for you, Princess, I think.
Yeah, Princess.
Yeah. I see a nice, just a nice horizon and many possibilities for you.
Hey, options. Love it.
Yeah. That's the word, options.
Yeah. But it's all about you and who you become.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my words of affirmation today is abundance, joyful, and wealth for a general read, please. Okay, got the words of affirmation, but what about your love language, Natasha?
Love language for Natasha. So we're working on Natasha. Princess is gone. Natasha, you're closed off. You got yourself locked down emotionally. You don't enjoy expressing yourself or telling people what you feel, is my sense. And you limit your possibilities of connection doing that. Oh, what's she uncomfortable about? She's uncomfortable. You don't trust yourself. You don't give yourself enough credit because somebody has beat you up, I think. And when I say beat you up, not physically, but somebody has told you you are not worthy of getting the best you can get. And so you limit yourself on your expectations of what you can pull into your life. And even though you affirm, you're going to block it if you don't believe it. You can affirm it all day long and then negate it in the back of your head. So my wish for you is, this is where I say take your clothes off and naked down the street. Be happy.
Sure, if you want to. If that's what they're telling you.
No,
they're not telling
I was waiting you to be my correction angel.
I was going, hey, you can say what you want. You weren't saying things other than, you could do what.
No,
she has free will, so she could do that if she wanted to. But I would suggest wait till the full moon and just have fun.
Go howl
maybe
at
not
the moon.
outside. Yeah, howl at the moon. Maybe not outside, but definitely.
You've got to be more willing to accept yourself with what she just said, or what they just said.
And work on you and be careful with your internal language. We talked about this earlier too. Is be kind to yourself. Don't get after yourself constantly, even though you have those affirmations. Anytime a negative thought comes in your head, think of love. Just love. All of a sudden, oh, how dare love, just bring it back to that, because there's no room for fear or anger when there's love.
I want to, but I think there's some parental programming in place. Not that we don't all suffer from that. Something you chose to believe
Right.
because it was told you. Not that you actually believed it, but you heard it enough. You accepted it as truth, and it's not. I think you've got a sense of humor that you keep buried, and listen to the stupid stuff I say all day long. Just say stupid things, see what happens.
Okay. Have faith in yourself. You are strong enough to do this. What?
Grieving. Who have you
Grieving.
lost? You've got some grieving you haven't let out. You've shoved it down in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Something's keeping you locked down.
Yeah.
And you might consider the reason I say that, because I'm exposed to some grieving classes through another person, and the insight that starts to come out when you look at some of the stuff, you just, oh my gosh, you don't know you're carrying it around.
And all of a sudden, when he said that, my heart chakra just went in, and you're having trouble speaking your authenticity, speaking your truth. So those need to be connected more, and it's heaviness. Your grief is in your heart chakra. So you definitely need to let go of that. Forgive yourself and forgive whomever you need to.
Here's what
Ooh, go ahead.
I didn't cut you off. There's grieving and there's mourning.
Yeah.
You mourn somebody's passing or loss of them in your life, but the grieving is, here's where I go, because I've been through this. They were doing the best they knew how to do, or they would have done it differently. And when you see that their intentions at the time were the best they knew, or the best they had control of, it's hard to fault them, because it's like a little kid trying to, you can't expect a kid to play a virtuoso first time he takes a piano lesson. He's going to hammer the keys the best he knows how to do. All you got to do is give him credit for getting that far. So my blessings to you. Go be happy, be silly, express yourself, talk. I know you want to do it. For some reason, you're locking yourself down. But say nice things to yourself.
Yes. And like I said, definitely work on the forgiveness.
Yeah.
And it's not that
childhood trauma.
Yeah. And even if ask her to let go of the childhood trauma, she is carrying some serious trauma from issues that happened to her during childhood. Let it go. I know it's easier said than done, but you've got to let it go, and you've got to forgive yourself and those other people, all those other people. I wrote down a list of everybody I could think of, just their first names, and went through and forgave them and sent them love and all that stuff. And it helped me quite a bit. And that's what I've worked on for a year, and I'm so much better that I did it. It's all about the heart chakra. So work on that heart chakra, the affirmations that will help you, because that's where all of those things stay there. Stay in your heart chakra, because it is your soul center. It will diminish the capacity of your intuition and other chakras as well. So fix that heart chakra first, because like I said, I've got a lot of pain and heaviness in that chakra from you. So take care of you.
It's time to deal with it.
Yeah.
And you'll be okay. You just got to be willing to look at it.
Yeah. Face it. You're going to get through it. It's not going to hurt you anymore. Okay. She must take the first step to say that their trauma on her was not her fault. It was never your fault. Never your fault. And what I meant about forgiving yourself is more about, you could not have done anything for that. And you had no, I can't even speak it, because you have to speak your authenticity. You had nothing to do with that. This was somebody else. And forgive that. Okay. The affirmation came up. I release all versions of myself that I created just to survive. Say that for 21 days. It's going to help the first day you say it. But what you're doing is letting go of all of those old versions of yourself that did their best to protect you, to get you to where you are. Okay?
You're still standing.
You're still standing. You've gotten through a lot. So release those versions of yourself and thank them for being there, getting you to whom you are.
Okay, so you know this friend that died on your sofa, that had nothing to do with you.
No,
Nothing.
nothing. It wasn't you. It was their time.
I remember a story from an
Remember
aunt saying that she watched her parents fight and get a divorce one evening. And she was little enough. She thought she had caused the divorce.
Yeah.
Grew up with this for years. Well, the little girl had nothing to do with it. She felt somehow. It took her years to wait, I didn't do that. It had nothing to do with it. I'm getting goosebumps on that one.
Yeah.
So.
And your friend, have you talked to your medium friend about this friend to see if they might be able to contact them? Because that person is trying to tell you not to hold it. I mean, don't hold that guilt.
Oh, I get that. You're right.
Yeah. I can feel that too.
She's over there at the time of her life, so she doesn't feel bad
yeah.
about this at all. Friend died.
Yeah.
I see somebody's playing in the flowers and the fields and the running around the grass. So you're doing okay, Natasha. Let that go. You had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And if you were a little girl, I would just give you a big hug.
And that person is so much better off right now. And believe me, the grief that you go through, and if you hold it inside and feel that you don't have the right to grieve because it was your fault, all of that is wrong. It's wrong. There's nothing you could have done.
It was their journey,
Their choice.
their time.
Yeah.
So you did good. It was fabulous that you were there and that close to the friend.
Yeah.
And you know what? You might have even been instrumental in them passing. Your energy may have helped them.
In a positive way.
Yeah, diffuse. So give yourself that side of the coin.
Scott, that happens so often. Kids often feel the guilt from a parental fight or breakup, thinking that they were the cause. We often do not deal with that trauma until years later.
Thank you, Don.
Yes,
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah. And like we said, you're on your path. They're all on theirs. There's nothing you can do to stop them. I mean, you can be there for advice, to support them in what they do. I mean, in trying to help them, but in the end, it's their free will and their choices. And it might be just their body and the choice that they made before they incarnated. Okay. Wow. Natasha, I didn't realize all of that was weighing on you. So
hopefully your shoulders are a little lighter.
Yeah. And we're here for you. But work on that heart chakra, because it's the center of your soul. And once you get that strong enough, you're going to really love life a lot more than you do right now. And the classes and the groups that you want to form, they're going to notice all the changes in you.
And the other thing is, you having had that experience, you have that in your banks for the universe to work with, for you can help someone else.
Yeah, a lot of lessons learned. Okay. You're going to get through it.
And the beat goes on. Bless your heart. Good luck.
Yep.
Oh, you're not good luck. You will have good luck.
The universe is with you, so you're good. Okay, so I put up Shelly. Shelly, are you in?
Shelly DeHart.
DeHart. It was a very heavy reading, so I'm going to hit. Thank you, Don. But I'm going to hit.
Those are the ones that I call the money shots. I like to do, get in there and dig around.
Yeah. Ooh. And I'm going to hit some commercials. And happy birthday to those Virgos that are having birthdays, and all the Leos that
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
One more. Sorry, I had to think. Okay, we are back.
You know, what I've noticed, the questions and our answers are getting deeper. You know, when we first started, it was like ice cream and candy. Now it's more like steak.
Yeah. Well, it seems like every once in a while, or almost every week, we get one or two
Yeah,
that are kind of, yeah,
maybe it's for the whole crowd to hear.
yeah. Yes, I mean, some of you have mentioned like beautiful and different words for somebody else's reading. So yes, when you're here and something resonates with you, even if we're not reading you, you accept that as something you needed to hear at that time
You
too.
don't know what you're going to get around.
Yeah, we don't even know.
But it's like it's like the Oprah show. You can watch Oprah, but learn something from it.
Okay, Lola, I saw that you were back. Are you still here? Lola.
The outcome is you're going to have trucks to fix.
What does that mean? Oh, pursue getting a used truck for business. Okay.
Well, here's what I'm saying, hearing. Buy wisely. And obviously, you want to get a pre-inspection kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
if you want to go
To somebody you trust.
anymore, because the vehicles are so complex. I don't even try to work on my cars anymore. I just say, fix it. Call me when it's done.
Well, and I like the idea she wants to get a used truck. If it's an old-fashioned truck, they're a lot easier to work on. However, do they still have the parts?
Depends how old they are. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're talking about vintage like 70s, 80s, that stuff's still around. But you're probably looking for a van or something. And I'm in this realm. That's why I'm scanning. Trucks are ridiculously expensive. I mean, in the last 2 years, it's just the money. I sold one truck. I couldn't believe this guy was willing to pay this much for it. And I was embarrassed at the price I got for it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I wasn't trying to skin him. That's just what all the trucks were going. He came running. But I say the trucks now have so much more mileage ability to them than they used to.
Mm.
But you can't go wrong if you get a good, clean truck. But don't buy the first one you see. But you go into that or stop and do something different with my life. My current truck has broken down and has caused some grief. Okay, wait. So are you looking for a truck for business or just a truck to get around in? I thought we were buying a business truck for a business.
I think that's what she's saying, but I could be wrong. I thought she was like a food truck sort of thing, or yes, for business.
Okay, food truck.
I don't know.
Are you hot? What is your business? My first thought is I would stay away from electric.
Box trucking business.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with the electric stuff. I've got a whole different set of reasons for that, but that's
hauling general freight. Okay.
Start small and work yourself up. Are you talking about diesels and I mean like 8-wheeler or 16-wheelers, that kind of a thing? Because that is, I know of a guy. 6 years. I mean, he's making huge money now, but he was working 7 days a week, hauling freight. Okay, you're talking about 16-wheeler. Okay. Interesting. That's a gutsy business to get into. You know what? You don't know till you try. And
Well, she already had one truck that has broken down and it has caused grief.
Oh, they're going to do that. I had an in-law at the time. He was second in command in a trucking business, and they did construction. He said you were lucky if you made $5 an hour off of these trucks because of the
wow.
cost of them and the overhead and all those things, the fuel and the, you know, you don't buy a tire for $100. You buy a tire for $1,000, and I can't imagine what the costs are now. And if I know two guys that got into trucking, but they could work on the trucks themselves. So one guy would drive during the day, they'd work on the truck at night, and then the next guy would drive it during. It just depends on your resources, and that's. But let's take it from
So
an energetic
does
sense.
does she need to do something else right
I'm getting bad vibes about the trucking thing. Just my personal feeling. I'm not getting the woohoo thing.
now? Oh, sorry. Don says UT. I'm not sure what. Oh,
Utah.
yeah, that's what I thought. Every time I hear I know a guy, I get flashbacks to my youth in Baltimore. Usually it ended with things falling off the truck, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to squelch your trucking idea. I think that's a bold thing to get into. And why am I getting Amazon? Have you thought about being a contractor to Amazon? Because I don't think Amazon owns those trucks. There are subs that own the trucks,
Oh, do they?
and they drive for just an idea.
Well, I'm not sure because I see, I go by a couple of Amazon places and they have tons of trucks sitting there all
But
day long.
some
So I don't know.
I think Amazon contracts them out to somebody else to maintain them and drive
Oh,
them,
that's
supply
true.
them.
That's
That kind of.
Well, I definitely feel
Oh.
that you need to meet the people. I think you're a people person and you definitely need to care for.
I totally relate, totally energetically. That feels totally right. So you don't want to. What you really want to do is not what you want to put all the. You don't love trucks. You love meeting the people.
Right.
So you can meet people without getting involved in trucks.
Courier
Oh yeah,
came to mind
good idea.
because it's a smaller truck and you get to you get to see people and meet people every day.
I like the people thing in my business too, my other world, where I like meeting people, setting the jobs up. That's fun.
Yeah. Do you feel a partner? I feel a partner might be helpful. Somebody that can work with you. But I see you as a people person that you do need to meet people.
Not getting any more hits.
Yeah.
I see you as a strong personality. You can do this. You've got the outgoingness to pull it together. Just the 16-wheelers scare me.
Yeah. It just isn't.
They'll eat you alive in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And the other thing is in that business, based on what I know from an actual trucking company, you make your money in volume on those things. One truck isn't going to make you rich.
It scares me. Yeah, I'm seeing a smaller, more like the Amazon trucks is what I'm.
Something like that, yeah.
Something that you could do quickly, and I know there's a lot of what do you come up?
I was thinking you could haul illegals back and forth across the border. Just throw them.
No, no.
They pack in the back of the vans
No.
really well. I'm not serious.
No, he's not serious. I'm getting. I mean, I know my son did this for a while. He would deliver things from dental offices or things that made for dental offices. So he had lots of routes that he did, and he could get them done a lot quicker than a lot of others. So I'm seeing that more for you. There's other places, B&B. I mean, couriers and delivery people that aren't really working for the big places. What about airlines jobs?
Here's what I got as soon as you came up with the airport thing. Keep thinking you're going to get a buzz about the right one.
Yeah.
You're thinking, and that's great. Don't stop. You'll nail the one. And the first one you try may not work out, but you're on the right track.
And as far as the airline job, what I have is that what I came up with first is that they would put you outside working with the luggage, and you won't meet the people you need to meet. So, I mean, that would be the start. That doesn't mean you can't get in and do the reservations and other things, but I'm feeling that because of what your business has been, is they want to get you outside working on the luggage.
UPS, FedEx.
UPS, yeah, FedEx, any of
Problem
those.
is anymore. If you're out to meet the people, it's usually throw the package, take a picture, and run. Now you're not gonna meet many people.
Yeah, I like the airport for you, but not. I think you need a different experience before they'll want to put you inside. That's what I'm getting.
You're on track and you're close. I can feel
you're
it.
really close. Yeah, if I could get that for you, but I'm sure you do, but
You are welcome.
yeah.
Thank
you, Lola.
Keep us posted.
Yeah. Let us know how it goes and what resonates with you highly. Okay. Next, who do we have? Okay. Valvis BTW. What was your love language, please? And are you still here? Oh, if you answer that question, I'll know you're still here. I know. And if you don't answer the question, anyway, we'll go to the next person. And the next person, oh, hi, Becky Rowe. The next person after, let me go back. Okay. The next person after Valves BTW is Lewis Black. Do you have enough time to do that many?
Yeah, I'll hang out.
Okay. I'll make sure.
Lewis
Black, then Angie. I don't know which Angie. And Becky Rowe.
Who we doing? What's up?
Valves, yeah, what's up?
Oh.
A was up.
Love languages. What you got going or what's your question on the table?
Yep. We'll just give them a couple more minutes. Well, do we want to do birthday? No. Just reminding you to like, follow, subscribe. And we're back. And Lewis, you're up. Are you still here, sir? And we did have his love language. I took it back. Find it. Where, Lewis? Where are you, Lewis? Oh, acts of kindness. Do you have any more?
That would be the service anime. Lewis Black is back.
Oh, I like that. That you put it in.
Lewis Black is back. And
he is.
So no specific question here. Lewis, what's happening? Why do I see you with a fishing pole? You're trying to snag something. Snagging.
Which direction is he?
Well, that's it. He's, if you're fishing, you're going to cast.
Uh-huh.
He's wildly casting.
Oh.
What do they call that? Shotgunning.
Thank you, Becky.
But they're showing me he's just randomly throwing this hook in this fishing pole out.
Is it like a fly fishing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just, he's not focused on where he's trying to get that. If you watch these fishermen, they'll put it on a dime out there in the lake or behind the rock or behind but he, what's the word I'm getting? Wildly.
Wildly scattered.
Yeah, it just, where I want to go is take a deep breath, slow down, and focus. Instead of just randomly running around, bouncing off walls. And also you've got your hand, too many baskets. You got your hands in too many baskets, so you're trying to do too many things at one time, and you aren't clear on where you're trying to go. It's sort of like if they're giving me this cooking analogy. If you throw all these ingredients and you don't know what you're trying to come out with, you don't know what the bread's going to look like.
No.
I want bread, but I don't know what kind of bread. So you just randomly throw ingredients in trying to come up with something, but you aren't clear on the ingredients, on the end result.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's something to do with work. What are you looking for? You're furiously pumping. You're running head on into nowhere. You just aren't. You're anxious to achieve. You're anxious to accomplish, but you're just not. Your aim is off. These are my words, or their words, not mine. So I don't know if I'm hitting you with anything that makes sense or not. I focus down. I have so many interests. It's okay. That's it. And you've narrowed your focus down. That's good. But they're saying fine tune the focus. So you're on track then. You know this. That's good. They said you've made great strides in your clarity. Keep up the good work. Stay off the drugs. I don't know where that came from. But you're hyper. You drinking coffee? What's all the hyper energy about? Stop drinking the coffee.
Caffeine is a drug too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think Starbucks is a.
Well, there's all kinds of lawsuits at Starbucks because they're all the chemicals in the beans. They're come up with somebody tested the water, I guess.
Oh.
I've wondered about that.
Louis, I've got a lot of buzzing in my crown chakra for you. So, yeah, there's a lot going on up there. A lot coming in. Maybe that's why they're saying focus. But there's a lot. A lot you're sending out. A lot is coming in. I already took care of that.
Oh, good. You're so good. But I didn't know, Becky Rowe. When will I be?
She's
I
coming
be free?
up.
Okay.
Yeah, she's coming up.
So did we help you there, Louis? Or did we leave you? Had 2 cups of coffee yesterday. I usually don't. Okay.
You might want to get some more herbal tea from Sherry Berry that doesn't put you to sleep, but something that you can drink on the day.
Your brain is a buzzing.
Yeah. And he was talking earlier about the way women think compared to men, and I think you're getting a lot more.
You get that female.
Yeah, a lot of energy in there to just thinking all sort of things going on.
Must be the Gemini brain. But anyway, the more you can do to focus and set and bring yourself down, and if there's something else you're taking, do you do sugar? I'm just trying to think of what I can just feel you. You got so much energy. I wish I had half that. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing good, and you're working on it, and you're aware of it.
Okay.
Is he Monday night, the Lewis Black?
No, he's Tuesday.
Tuesday class.
Yeah, Tuesday class. He's in Michigan.
Okay.
So come in on Tuesdays.
They're telling me you're on the right track, Lewis. That this is all going to pay off for you. You just got to, with this kind of energy, you've got drive too, and you want to get somewhere. So that's all great. Just don't do anything to give yourself more energy. Becky Rowe.
I appreciate your advice on it. Oh, resonates. I'm in the middle of a move.
Oh, you are.
Move again? Oh, okay.
Your energy has been noted, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Somebody sees it, which is probably. But don't let anybody take it. Don't take on more than you can handle, because you're going to burn out, and then you're going to be left carrying weight you can't lift.
Yeah. 2 letters together do work. N and O. Sometimes you have to say them. I know it's hard for us.
Yeah, that's
we have
been
to
my.
say them.
I'm learning.
Yeah. I think
Not
we all are.
today.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow. Okay.
Sharon Null.
Well, we have Angie is next.
Oh, let's do Angie.
Will my
Let's thrill and
travel-
amaze her.
Yes. This is an A5 so I'm not sure which Angie, but it's Angie, and she will my travel YouTube channel be successful? My first thing is with time.
I was getting a smart ass answer about it.
What? You didn't want to say
Well,
that?
as long as you travel to interesting places. But
Yeah, there's that too.
it's something about, how can it not be successful? You're not going to know until you try. And
And I'm hearing different places, not the usual spots.
it has to be off the beaten path thing. You know, they talk about these cruise ships that go into these ports, and they dump 3,000 people onto the dock that just, and I've heard it's not fun, because now it's like being in a Walmart on a Saturday. You know, you can't, it's a little town with 3,000 people, everybody's shoulder to shoulder. Off the beaten path stuff, but you don't want to go where the tourists go. You'll got to get where the tourists aren't and let people know about that. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
For those who like to travel. Even maybe there's been a big push. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram about travel in Arizona. I don't know what state you're in. Just stuff in your own state that people don't know about.
Yeah.
There are people who live in Arizona that haven't been in the Grand Canyon.
And some that have been to the Grand Canyon but don't remember. So just saying.
That type of thing. So I think right now travel seems to be crazy. Everybody, I'm happy staying at home now, but I hear the younger crowd, off the beaten track. Perfect. Well, then there's your confirmation.
Yeah, you're definitely.
But there's something you've got to do. You've got to spice it up. You've got to be wild and wacky somehow. I think that's your calling card. You don't want to say, oh, here's a pretty tree. Oh, here's a nice sidewalk. You know, there has to be some, the rest of good idea.
I was going to say there's quite a few doing unusual restaurants, But so I would
maybe just walk in and have an exotic drink and talk about the drink.
Yeah, be careful with the drinks too, because cultures are a little different when it comes to women drinking. So be very careful.
I hadn't thought about that.
I mean, if it's U.S.,
yes,
that's one thing, but still.
Okay.
And you don't want to compromise yourself.
Keep it low key.
Yeah. There's a lot of people doing a lot of different things, so definitely hit those.
How about desserts?
Well, definitely.
Are women allowed to eat desserts?
Of course.
In other
cultures? First, before they eat the main meal. Just kidding. Maybe check out other people's videos and see where your niche is. And if it is the U.S., that's great. I mean, I'm sure people have done Route 66 many times.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, the times have changed, and there's so many things different going on in the United States. And after COVID, things have really changed.
One thought. I went to Denver. I can't even think of the name of the place, but I can see it. It was this offbeat, out of the way, stuck in a back part of the city Italian restaurant, literally a hole in the wall. And the food was great. I loved it. The interior was just completely unusual. It was an interesting experience. But where I'm going with this is, if you could find these hole in the walls that the locals know about, but the general population doesn't, maybe that would be something to play with. That would get me excited.
She's concerned about should she show her face or do voiceovers.
Hey, be famous. What the heck?
You can protect yourself in so many different ways. The universe is with you, and they will show you the way, what you need to do to protect yourself. I wasn't sure whether I should just go on my Love Riot Warriors in order to do this, or have my full name on it. And then I got to a point where I really don't care, because I know the universe has
Yeah.
my name, my back. So it's up to you how you want to do that. Again, you don't have to do your full name. You could
Or
come up
use a
with,
synonym, a pseudonym. What's,
yeah.
what's
I know what she was trying to say.
use another name.
Yeah. It's like, be the ghostwriter. I mean, but show your face, be you, but you don't have to give all your criteria or who you are, where you're from, or anything like that. Just YouTube is famous for all these different names,
Quirky
that are
names,
there.
yeah.
Quirky names, yeah.
And that way you're protected and nobody knows, but
Yeah.
at least you get the traffic.
And the more successful you are, the more you can have somebody else with you and do more things. But get started slow, like he says, off the beaten track, just holes in the walls that family owned stuff, and you're going to
Absolutely. Show your
Yeah.
personality.
yes,
Assuming you
definitely.
have personality. I don't know.
I think she does.
Shit.
She loves to travel, so she's got to, and you've got to interact with the people around there, and you're going to gain so many friends out of this venture. You're going to have your own community, and you'll be able to rely on these people as far as, oh, I'm stopping in again, I'm coming into your city, or your town, whatever, and
She could go off beaten paths and have psychics. the local psychics.
that's true. But I would rather you do the restaurants or something. I mean,
She could come to Gilbert, Arizona.
yes, I come see you. Um, but as far as psychics, I went to what was it, 4 metaphysical stores yesterday, and the first one we went to, we asked them if they, well, I was with a friend to sell her books, and then I asked if they had psychic fairs. Well, we're not sure if we can trust the psychics. And I'm going, with our community, we know
Really?
we can trust us. We know that.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean everybody else knows they can trust us, but we have a large community here, and it has many branches. So, and we also have Lewis is part of our community as well, and he's in Michigan. So maybe traveling and meeting, going to metaphysical stores.
Wait a minute,
We
wait a
would
minute.
love that.
I have.
What?
So the people in the psychic store tell you they don't know if we can trust a psychic. So what are they doing owning a psychic store?
Well,
They can't
it's
tell what psychic.
metaphysical. It's more jewelry and gems and stuff. But they
okay.
also have books and stuff.
I'm
like that
sorry.
too. It's
I was thinking, aren't they psychic or something? Can't they
no.
tell?
We were talking to a 22-year-old young lady
Oh.
who was filling in for the manager because the manager wasn't feeling well. So, so yeah, and we went to a few of them and asked that, and let them know that our community. I named a couple of places where we go to classes, and we know that store. Okay, so we were a little bit more legit once we said some other names. So
Drop names.
yeah, drop names and know the owners and things like that. And I see you meeting owners of these places and making lifelong friendships with them, and even younger generations, because they're going to continue these stores or restaurants or anywhere where you feel you need to go. But I always love to find restaurants. I always like to go find something different
A
that
local,
I've never been
especially
to.
the local
That's
thing,
local.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing my best to stay away from big corporations.
Denny's.
Yeah, I don't go to Denny's anymore. Only before the psychic fair at Phoenix, because that Denny's is right across the street and it's really good.
Yeah,
Not in Phoenix.
I know
but
what you're
in
talking about.
Tempe.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Other than that,
Go, girl, go.
yes.
Travel.
I think it's going to take a while, but start locally and branch out just little by little. Find all those hidden gems for
Yeah.
us, because we love to know.
Like, for instance, I'm in a business group, and there's a guy, I can't think of the country he's from, but there's some Indian restaurant around here. And he is savvy on the food, and he was recommending a restaurant in town that he says, of all the ones I've tried, that's the best one, kind of thing. And from the horse's mouth. So
Yeah. And those are the people to tap into.
have fun.
Yes, enjoy.
It'll be an adventure for you.
Yes. And
Are we done? Are we
enjoy
done?
for her. We've got one more.
One more. Okay.
There's other people, but this is the last person I put on there because we're at 2 hours and 16 minutes. Okay, Becky Rowe, are you still here?
Is that Rosie? Or is Rosie a newcomer?
Rosie just came in. I know there were other ones. Sharon Knoll came in afterwards too. Melissa Gomez came in.
Really, Melissa Gomez?
Yeah.
That's a pseudo ex-in-law for me.
Oh. Hello, Melissa Gomez. Okay. Becky, are you here? I thought you had a specific question. I'm trying to look back. Can you check?
Which way?
Oh, up at the top. There she is. No, that's Rosie. Sorry, I thought it said Becky.
You're looking for Becky?
I'm looking for Becky.
Excuse us while we look for Becky right here. Becky Rowe. When will I be free?
Oh, yeah, that's right. When will I be free?
When will I be free? Well, the shackles that they're showing me are mental.
But you got a lot of heaviness in her heart. A lot of heaviness in her heart.
Forgiveness. I'm hearing the word forgiveness.
Yeah.
Who are you mad at? And I say that affectionately, not to scold you. Because this is huge. When this stuff piles up, and piles up. It's resentment. It's it has a heavy heart, like you said. Heavy. I'm hearing heavy heart now.
Yeah.
Heavy heart. What's it about? Scanning. Well, you're mad at yourself about something big time. And
Don't accept their.
well, if you're beating yourself up about something, you categorically, and I'm wrestling with this myself, you were doing the best you knew how to do at that time. Absolutely, positively. You couldn't have done anything different than you did because you had no frame of reference. You have frame of reference now that you didn't have then because of the event. And you have no idea to what extent the universe has been active in that situation to make you have to deal with some realizations, because I've been there too, and I could bore you with the details. But the point of the story is, something happened to me on a given day that I thought, oh my gosh, why did I say what I said? Why did I do what I did? And looking back, it was a very good thing that I did that at the time, based on where I am now. But when will I be free? Oh, hopefully you know Walt Disney, and hopefully you know the story about Dumbo. He believed that he could fly as long as he held on to the magic feather. But in the end, the moral of the story was he could fly without the magic feather because the feather really wasn't magic. Mm-hmm. You can do something. You've been told you can't do something because of something else, which isn't true. That's what's starting to come into me. You're all twisted around in your belief patterns about what it takes to accomplish what it is you believe you can accomplish or were told you couldn't accomplish. And they're saying you've got to negate, go back to neutral territory and start over.
Yeah. Because what we've been taught, what we've been programmed, conditioned, and domesticated with, they're all lies. You've got to find you. You got to find your truth. And it's not a matter of forgiving yourself for believing in these lies. You could only do what was drummed into you. You couldn't have done anything else. But forgive yourself for not trusting in you, not loving yourself enough. Okay, you've got to get back to you and get your strength back.
You're equal to the best.
You are.
You know, it's like we sit in every classroom I was ever in through my entire school career. On the first day, everybody's got an A. And then as the day goes on, or the semester goes on, you know, the strata start to form. But basically, you got an A, whether you believe it or not. I always like that analogy. I don't know if that helps you or not, but you got yourself so wrapped up in self-guilt and self-flagellation and how could I do this? How could I do that? You got to let go of that, kiddo.
Let go. Yeah.
You didn't do anything wrong. You did
No.
what you knew to do. And,
Yeah.
and I'm getting a sense of survival.
Yeah.
You know, this story comes to mind. I was watching a thing about World War II and the Nazis escaping Germany. And in one case, there was some path down through Italy. And this guy they interviewed was in his 80s, late 80s at the time. And he started crying because he was a kid during the day. And he was literally these top level Nazis guiding them over the Alps to escape to wherever they ended up going. And he was sick about it. But he said, we did what we had to do to survive. They would pay him to tour them, you know, guide them over these Alps. My point is, you did what you did to survive, and that's okay. Because if you hadn't, you wouldn't be here. That right. Fit?
Yeah. Yeah. She's got a, yeah. Ooh.
Hello, Melissa Gomez. I see you. Nice to see you here.
Okay. She could be your last one if you need.
Oh, who did we just read?
Becky Rowe. Yeah, it's 222. I missed 222 that we've been on.
We do this we'll stop at 11:30.
Okay.
That works.
You say so. All right. So.
Melissa Gomez. Melissa, are you here?
If you're not here, we're gonna go.
Hi, kiddo. How are you doing?
Okay.
We've been talking about love languages today. If you know what those are, if not, if you got a question, we'll play around for you and see what you got.
Matt, who we might get to you, we're not sure.
Well, we can play with Matt if Melissa isn't here. Melissa was here at 11.
We got some more. We got others. Okay, so this is what I did the other day. We kept going back. Okay, Sharon Nall. Sharon Nall, are you here? Did we?
No, we did not do her.
Okay. I'm on the right path. Okay. I didn't think we did her, but it's almost like she's answering us.
Spirits are with you.
Yes.
Somebody just popped in here at the top. Sharon is here.
Yes, she is here.
Sharon, what you got going? Tell us what you want, what you really, really want.
Spice Girls.
And she's typing furiously. I can feel it. It was a song in the Doors. Legs furiously pumping. Don't know why really? I remember.
I don't know that one. I should know the Doors.
It's one of the Doors. I used to listen to them all the time. Sharon. Should we change our school? Will this change be beneficial for our kids? This gal is Because we only got like 4 minutes if we stopped at 11:30. I don't. Do you want to keep going? You got things to do.
Sharon, no. Anything else?
Oh, am I on the right path? Oh, is she waiting?
Sharon's here.
Oh, she's waiting. She's waiting for. I was waiting for a question.
And that was a question. Am I on the right path? Yeah, that was the only question she had.
Sharon.
And she said, yes, she's here.
I'm hearing fork in the road, which
Right.
means it's that journey thing, you know. You're never on the wrong path. You learn something no matter which way you go. And, I think you're consumed with it. How do I say this? You're consumed with it being the right path. And I'm here to tell you, you can't make a mistake. I would say go the way it feels right to go. And if you hit a brick wall, you turn around and you go the other way.
And I'm getting more positive energy on my right side. So
Veer right.
you're right. Yes. I don't know if it has.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm told it has nothing to do with the masculinity because that's usually the right side. It just go to the right. So when you're doing this, go to the right.
She has a lot going on, but you don't worry about how much is going on.
Mm-mm.
Go with, I use this analogy all the time. Walmart, Target, or the post office, they all have a different feel to them. Whichever one feels better to go in is where I would tell you to shop at. Likewise, whichever step in whatever direction feels better, I would tell you to go with that. And you can't make a mistake. You can only learn from it. Yeah. It's an oops, and you turn around like a little like bumper cars. You bump in, oops, go bump the other way. Oh, what are those new vacuums that come out of put them in a charge?
Oh yeah, the little.
Yeah, and watch the little vacuum go around the room. I can't go here, so it turns another direction. But you don't hear it get mad at itself. So.
Who constantly copying and pasting your question might end our live sooner. So please just be patient.
We see you.
Thank you. We do see you.
So Sharon, I think you're doing fine. I don't get ill feelings and I don't get any cautions to throw at you. I'm hearing the word acceptance. Take a path, take a step, make a decision, and be okay with it.
Yeah. And you're strong enough. Your intuition is good. So trust you. Trust yourself. Believe in you. Okay, next. I hope that helps, Sharon.
Without knowing specifics.
Yeah, without knowing specifics. Okay.
Rosie.
Rosie, are you here? My boyfriend Virgo for me, Gemini. Yeah.
Oh, what feels do we have for it?
Yeah.
I need a name.
He needs a name of your boyfriend.
Just give me a name.
Name. Yeah, he doesn't do
feel.
Signs.
Yep.
Sometimes.
You're welcome, Sharon.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in, Sharon. I'm happy to meet you. Oh, now I'm getting, Rosie, I'm not getting a good feeling in my stomach. I'm just saying, it doesn't feel good. I let him go, but it doesn't hit my heart, so.
I will go with that because I without a name, I don't have any sense about.
And I hope you're not pregnant. That's all I got to say. Because my stomach.
Really?
Just saying.
Morning sickness.
Yeah. I had 3 children, so.
I can't relate to that. So.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for not copying again, Sharon. Madhu. Sorry, Sharon. Madhu, so we get to answer Madhu now. Should we change our school?
What are the name of your kids? How many kids we're talking about here?
I don't know if that's
Let's see.
That's fine.
Madhu, Katrick, Madhu.
I'm hoping that's what I get.
I'm hearing it's an abrupt, sudden decision to change this. I'm not sure why you would be. She's got 2 kids.
2. It's off. You're not pregnant, are you?
Should we change her?
Somebody is, I'm just saying. Um,
It's interesting.
and my first word that came to me when I read your question for the first time was no. But
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a
no, pregnant, good.
it seems like a panic move or when somebody makes it, you're not relaxed about the thing. It's like, we got to do this. We got to do this. The sky's falling. The sky's falling.
Unless it's getting out of a situation you need to get out of. As far as if your kids are going through something at the school, you need to get with the school.
Yes. I get the sense that where you live in one school district and you're trying to send them to one that you don't live in. Change our school. It feels like a forced move to me. But I like what Julia's saying about if the kids are having an issue. Ooh, I wonder if it's about the gender thing, the policies of schools and
I know, it's so crazy right now.
I don't think it's going to be a big deal either way for the kids. They're going to get the same propaganda, if that's the right word,
Yeah.
at either location, unless you got into a private school where you knew what the curriculum was going to be. If it's a same school in the same district, I don't see the benefit of that.
No. But as far as the benefit of the kids, like you said, it's not going to change anything for them.
No, I mean, just whatever's easier to get the kids drive to, drop off buses.
And their safety.
Yeah, but the change that you're looking for, these kids need some deep mentoring. Not disparaging you or husband or whoever's raising the kids. There's something philosophical that they're hungry for that they're not going to get at the school either way.
Either school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting that too.
The kids I like these kids if I'm tuned in right. They're inquisitive and you don't want to feed them the wrong stuff because they could go far if I were doing anything, I'd check into some private schools in the area, except I know you're talking about dollars as opposed to the public. I assume you were talking about public schools here. So I'm going to say I want a third option. I want something after school, something philosophical, something. Why is karate popping into my head?
That's always a good.
That's what I put my kids in for that reason. They got the philosophy of
a different philosophy, but more of a be kind, but protect.
Yes, and to consider everybody. It wasn't me good, you bad kind of thing.
Right. No, everybody's equals. That's what I like.
So I don't know whether we did you any good there or not, but I don't think the school change is going to matter one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's my feeling on it.
I'm not getting positive. And my first thing was no. It's not going to be any more beneficial to move them.
I think they've got a structure where they are already. You'll just disrupt that structure if you move them.
But if you have to move because your job changed and it's better for you to be able to drop them off and pick them up, then yes.
There'd be an advantage.
But it's not going to be beneficially for them more, other than they get to spend more time with you. Does that make?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you're.
And their lives a little easier. And
yeah. They're not having to.
I see the school lines around here. Cars picking up my kids. Their kids in the afternoon. Oh my God! Their cars wrapped around the block.
Yes.
Sitting there idling.
Yes. Tell me about it. Yeah. I have to do that.
Do you really?
Yes. Yep. And most likely we'll have to do it this afternoon as well.
Hope that helped. I don't have anything else beyond that. And Julie, I liked her version of it. Thank you for dropping in, Madhu.
Yes. Thank you all for dropping in today. Do I need to hit the commercial a little bit? Or are we
Sure.
gonna call in? Okay.
Until we're going to
Commercial.
Let's not do channeling.
You don't want to do channeling today?
Do we want to do it? All right, we can do that.
Okay. I'm going to do the quick one.
So the message, I think, is light today from Gabriel and the gang. We see you all watching this venue with curiosity and wonderings and ponderings, which is the point of creating this presentation. We wish to stir your curiosity and your questions so that you don't get, shall we say, stuck in a rut of belief, because beliefs serve no one if they are continued lifelong. Beliefs are structured in a sense to serve you in the moment until your awakening elevates you a little bit further and you can see with clearer eyes, much like wearing a lighter lens on your sunglasses at each step of the way. Even though you're being shaded, you can still see a little further and you have a clearer view. And you don't have to take the bugs off the windshield quite as often. We have been happy with responses and information that you have all received today, and we feel that the energy has lifted on many hearts that shared this experience. We wish to invite you on upcoming events and ongoing experiences with our conduits, if we may call them that. We dearly appreciate their endeavors to communicate with you, and we dearly appreciate your interest and willingness to communicate to us through us. Blessings to you all on this eve. If you are living in a dark area, blessings to you all on this day. If you're living where the sun shines, come and visit us next week, and we will serve you as best we can one more time. Take care, honor yourself, and have fun out there. Ta-da.
Thank you. And thank you all for coming in. We do appreciate you. Please remember to subscribe, like, follow, and share. We do appreciate that as well. And we're here to help. This is why we do this every week. And you're chuckling because?
I'm just happy.
Good.
I'm going to go have fun.
And don't forget your love language and find out.
Oh, yeah.
Find out the love
Yeah, I'm
language.
going to go play with my love languages.
Okay. Enjoy, everyone. Thank you very much. Have a great one. Oops. Do it. Yeah, way.